1400, first 6 on the poly. All set, runners sent on their way from the 1400 metre marker, untidy beginning this one. Tayar with the red cap, King's Landing is right there. The Lonsdale, I tell you, is 8 lengths off the first call. McRae is the grey. They are followed by Roy's Whistle, that's got the white cap, Supersonics along the inside. Then comes Open Answer, gives them about 6 or 7 lengths start. The Lonsdale's this 8 lengths off the leader. Then Roy's Vacation, further back in the field is Black Samurai, and After Midnight's the trailer, about a dozen lengths off the leader. Tayar's the leader, King's Landing is second. The Lonsdale's on the move now, and the Lonsdale's let rip now, no turning back. From 8th position, or 8 lengths off them, has now hit the front, the Lonsdale. Tayar's second, and then comes King's Landing. Further back in the field is McRae. On the outside of that is Roy's Whistle trying to get into the race, then Supersonic. Top of the lane, the Lonsdale's the leader. Tayar is second, and King's Landing is on the outside, back in third. They are followed further back by Roy's Whistle. The Lonsdale's the leader, King's Landing, Roy's Whistle on the outside, Tayar on the inside. Supersonic's also running on. The Lonsdale's still the leader. King's Landing's on the outside, Roy's Whistle's also running on. The Lonsdale still goes, Supersonic on the inside. The Lonsdale, how's that for a ride? The Lonsdale won it, Supersonic second, third to Roy's Whistle. Well, I've seen the Jeff Lloyds, the Michael Roberts, they let horses go over the years at the 600 before they turned into the home stretch. The Lonsdale was at about 8 lengths off them at about the 600, and Anton decided to wake him up as there was no real pace on, went around them, and the rest is history. So the Lonsdale is victorious at £1.60. Second goes to number 5, Supersonic. Third to number 4, Roy's Whistle. Then Tayar. Further back, McRae. And then came King's Landing, followed by Gold Sail, and then Black Samurai. And further back in the race was Roy's Vacation. So take a look at this replay. The Lonsdale ends up on the inside of the track. This one for Doug Campbell, the McGock, Anton Marcus. You'll see, take a note of that replay, show all the apprentices that replay, and the Lonsdale 11th time at the track for the Scott brothers, owned by Des Scott, Doug Campbell, Chetty and partners, and goes off tote favourite at 160. Until the running of the second race, back to the studio.
Yeah, consistency rewarded with number 1, the Lonsdale, Doug Campbell, teaming up with jockey Anton Marcus, and I'm sure Doug will be the first to agree that it was a superb ride on this horse. Decisions made at the right time in the race, and what a ride, Doug.
Oh, fantastic. He's a real professional. He's phoned me up a couple of times during the week just for an ordinary maiden plate. Like, it's wonderful to have somebody like that who's so dedicated. I think that's why he's so successful.
Last time out a mile a bit too far for him?
Yes, and it was a bit. This horse has had the throat up. He's had very bad feet. We had to have these shoes glued on. And I'd really like to say well done to Des Scott, who's helped breed this horse with his brother Robin, and also by McGock, the sire. We love McGock, they do well on the poly. Well done, Des. I know he's watching at home. He's well enough to come here tonight, and the other partner as well, Michelle, who's in Mauritius, and Gannis Chetty, well done to them, and especially thrilled for George Albee, who's been a patron of mine for many years.
Before you leave us, I know you gave comments for first call. You made Dark Rose possibly your next best as well?
Sure. I think she'll run a big race, and I think maybe in the last run a big race. And Blazer Trail is working very well.
Thanks for that, Doug. Nice start to the meeting. Let's get jockey Anton Marcus in, and he's going to talk us through it. We heard Craig Wax lyrical about the ride. We all agree. Anton, it's all about decisions, judging pace, knowing when to make the move, and you judged this supremely well.
Thank you, Disha. It wasn't by design. I was slow at the gates, and once I decided to go, the decision was baked in the pie. There was no looking back after that. And fortunately, I came off these.
Was it because he was too far out of his ground, or they were going slow?
They were going slow and he was too far out of his ground. I watched one or two of his previous runs, and he kind of flatters to deceive a bit, you know. So I thought I want to get him moving today.
Was he on empty over the final furlong?
Yeah, he was pedestrian.
Fantastic. You got the win for him. Nice to see the consistency rewarded. And what about the balance of Anton Marcus rides this evening?
I thought it was a little bit thin. We're hoping for team guys. I'm not sure what to expect myself, you know. I mean, I mentioned when he won last time, I was even disappointed in the manner that he won. You know, he's capable of far better. But look, the proof of the pudding will be in the eating. He's got to bring it to the course, and he's yet to bring his work to the course. So, despite the fact that I like him a bit, I would exercise a lot of caution.
Just quickly, comments on horses like Applejack and Dark Rose?
Yeah, Applejack, I've worked him. He's okay, he's nothing out of the ordinary. I thought the favourite looked pretty hard to beat over there. And Dark Rose, you know, she's the proverbial place getter. I think a lot's got to go right for her to win, but she's certainly not without a chance.
Fantastic start, Anton. Great ride, and I'm sure I'm speaking of everybody that backed you in race number 1. Nice start to the meeting.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Dees.
Well done, Anton Marcus. Let's get Sir George Albu, who is representing the guys today. And Sir George, really nice having you on track this evening.
Thank you very much. It's lovely to be here and a wonderful, wonderful ride from Anton.
This horse has earned you stake money throughout his career.
Yes, yep, has always run a place. I noticed the comment in the race card says, has had a few chances and disappointed not to have won by now. Well, there we are.
He's done it today for you guys.
He's done it now, and fantastic.
Well, please give our best to the rest of the partners as well.
I certainly will.
Nice meeting you again, sir.
Thanks. Okay.
Well done, Sir George Albu here, representing the guys with number 1, the Lonsdale, and that's a popular start to the bipod this evening. 1, 5, 4, and 12. That's the way they finish race number 1. Coming up next, don't be left standing in the queue. 18:40 is the time. It will be the first leg of this evening's place accumulator. Coming up next, race number 2.